Hey, what's up? My name is MMTJ here to bring you the next installment of the Road Rage series. Now, the game I'm going to be playing through is from the 2011 racing title known as Need for Speed The Run. And the race I'm going to be playing through specifically is from the challenge series of this game in the industrial run portion known as Tunnels and Trains. Now, this is a time trial event, and I'm not sure if it's just me, but I think in the recent string of Need for Speed games that their time trials are hard as shit. And this game is no different as far as its time trials are concerned. But that's getting a bit off topic, so let me get back into the main portion of this video. Now, the car I used in this video is the Audi Quattro 20V. Now for me, this car had the right amount of acceleration and handling, and more handling, because there's a section at the end of this race that requires you to be very specific in how you steer your car because of certain hazards you have to dodge. But I will get into that once that section of the video comes up. Now, this is just a little nitpick, but the car that I'm using has rally lights on it, and I'm not sure why the car has rally lights, where there are rally events in this game, but you don't take that car into it, but yet the car has a rally fitted item. But that's just me, that's just a small nitpick. So yeah, I don't know, that's just Need for Speed trying to go ahead and be flashy, who knows. So without further ado, let's get into the race, shall we? Now, this first section of the race gave me quite a bit of difficulty, because coming into the tunnel section of this race, you start off in a straight line. Now you think that it would stay that way, but a few seconds into this race you see that the track actually curves a bit, and it curves because of the concrete dividers that come from the left and the right of the screen. Now because of that, you have to alter the path of your car, you have to turn slightly, and that will at points make you hit either the left or the right side of the dividers, and that's going to screw you up, which it has done me multiple times. Now, this section of the race, as much as I bitch about this race, I do think that this part of the race is pretty cool, where you have to drag race this train in order to get to the opening of this warehouse, because if you don't get there in time, the train will block your progress. And right here, boom! Yeah. Those explosives are going to be coming into play later on in this race. So yeah, we'll get to that when that comes. I have quite a bit to say about that. But getting back to the train section, this is like a little mini timed event for this section of the race in general. So that kind of threw me off a bit too, thinking that there was only one timed event, which is just getting to the end, not just like little mini timed events that you actually have to go ahead and get through. So getting into this section of the race. This section of the race has given me great difficulty, has made me start over multiple times, and that's due to, once again, the return of the fucking exploding barrels. Now, you have to slalom around these barrels in order to get to the end of the race. Now, for me, this is very annoying when they throw shit in your way, and this goes back to the main playthrough of this game, where you have to do the same thing. The only difference is you have to go ahead, dodge a helicopter that's shooting you overhead. Going through the train section, you have to dodge exploding barrels, which the helicopter above you is making explode. Now, out of all the set pieces that are repeated in this game, why do this one? Because to me, this is the most annoying set piece in the game. And they repeated that slightly in the main, not the main playthrough of the run, but the challenge series. Whereas there are set pieces that aren't even repeated again. The only section of this race that I liked in the main playthrough is the fact that you live free and die hard at this helicopter. Now going back to the set pieces, you have the sandstorm. The sandstorm is repeated in the challenge series. This set piece, where you're having to dodge trains in the subway, this is not repeated. I don't know why, because I think it's pretty cool that you're actually doing this. And coming up right now, my favorite set piece in the game, the duel going down the summit, where you're actually dodging rocks and going through avalanches trying to make it to the end of the race. Now, this is not repeated. I don't know why. It should have been. But to get back into the race. This slaloming section has given me great difficulty, and for that, this race gets the lowest rating out of any Challenge Series event that is in this game so far. So I thank you all for going ahead and sticking with me with this episode of Road Rage. Join me next time in my next portion where I stay with, of course, Need for Speed to Run in the next race. So until then, peace out, my damies.